Hello guys, I'm the Kegman, and I am sorry. Yes, I'm very, very sorry. Welcome back to the revival. Why am I sorry? Because, well, I've not recorded anything for a while. There was a few times I hit record while we were streaming the save. By the way, I'm very, very cold, hence why the dressing gown is on. There was a few times I hit record while the save was on, and for whatever reason it didn't record. There was a few times where I just failed to remember to hit the record button as well. So there's quite a massive jump in where we were at the end of the last episode and where we are now. In fact, if you look at the date now, you can see we're in 2022. We need to talk a few things over. So let's go back. If we go to competitions, you can see currently that we are in the Premier League. If we go down to the Sky Bet Championship, we'll go to stages. So let's go to the 2019-20 season, which is where I left you last time round. We finished third on 94 points. An astonishingly good season, to be fair. I ended up bottling it massively. I'll show you in a second. We bottled it quite badly towards the end of the season. So there was a good chance of getting automatic promotion. And then things started turning. This Cardiff game, we should have won that one. We didn't. And this Reading game, if we had won that one, we would have been automatically promoted and in the Premier League. Unfortunately, things didn't go that way. As you can see, obviously we end up 94th. We then got to the playoff semi-finals against Preston, who finished 16 points behind us. And Travis, I think it was, got sent off in the first 6 minutes of the game of the first leg. I was not a happy man, and we lost. We drew the second leg. Lost the first one, drew the second one. So we had another year in the championship. However, the following season we did win the championship on 100 points. Done fairly well. We started to we nearly bottled it. In all honesty, we nearly bottled it. It got close. You can see there was like a really bad run of form there, and then here. So we nearly messed up here. This West Brom game. West Brom were up near the top at the time. They nearly screwed us over. Fleetwood we ended up drawing against, and fortunately for us, things went the way they needed to go to, because as you can see, Watford were not far behind us. Watford were ahead of us, in all honesty. We were playing catch-up with Watford. Watford lost 2 games on the trot, the final 2 games of the season, and that had us win, which was rather dandy. If we go to the Premier League, this is our opening season in the Premier League, our first season in the Premier League. We finished 8th, gloriously. We were only 2 points outside of getting Europa 2. Or the European Conference League, I think it's called in real life, which is a thing that's happening in 2 years' time. I can't remember when it's coming in, but it's coming in at some point. We were very, very, very close to getting that, which we didn't. This season so far, we are a handful of games in. We're not doing very well. Despite last season, we're not doing very well at all. We've only got 2 points. And I was hoping for top 4 this year. I've only got one after this year. We've only got one more year to win the Premier League, and if I don't win it, it's save over. We've only got 5 years. It's a save fail, should I say? Only got 5 years to win the league with this team. I'll go through the transfers over the last few years. I'll show you where we are, the current team, in a moment. So in 2019-2020, we ended up bringing a few players in to try and sell on. None of these guys here, apart from maybe Brian Firebeamer, are worth looking at. Jack Byrne was a great little guy to bring in. He brought in for free, and then I sold him literally a handful of days later to Miami for $2.5 million. You gotta love that. You love to see it. You really do. Ryan Nyambe, we sold on. He's not amazing. He's still at West Ham. He's not amazing. He's worth $19.5 million. The following season, we brought in a load of players. We finalised Carol Filer's permanent. We finalised Trinchau's permanent. We finalised Andre's permanent. The board brought in Benoit Badiashile for me, as I asked him nicely. Samuel Mulatieri came in on a free, as did Moroni, Kishner, and Nathaniel Klein. In all honesty, from this list here, we'll go through what matters. So Filer, Trinchau, Andre, Badiashile. Mulatieri to a degree. Jared Bowen for £9 million, definitely worth looking at. And then behind my head here, you can't quite see him, this guy here, Ali Ackman, who we've signed that we can't get a work permit for. I do recommend you getting this guy if you can early doors. Becomes a great little player, really does. He's not really hitting his potential with us because he's not getting games because he doesn't have a work permit. I'm probably going to look to move him on. Made a bit of money for him though. It cost me 2.4 mil. We sold Bradley Dack. I was trying to get rid of him for a long time. Josh Moore we sold as well, and John Buckley to Newcastle 6 mil. A couple of our youth prospects got nicked, unfortunately for us. Neither of which, apart from maybe Latham, going to become anything special. Nardini went out on loan. Who else did we sell? We sold Ben Brereton to Fulham for 2.2 million as well. Just didn't like him. Then following season, we brought back David Raya. He is our main man, our main goalkeeper, and the benefit of being homegrown at club too. So I brought him back for 6.25 million. So now we've got him and Majewski competing for first team place. Anyone else in this list we need to look at? Amine Guri for 13 million quid was one of our main strikers for the year. He's not really shone. It's a shame, really. He's a great player, but he's not really shone. We also then brought in Jude Bellingham for 17.5 mil from Birmingham. Look at him. He's still only 19. Still got plenty of potential and plenty of work to do. And he's been doing really well, actually, to be fair to the guy. Jay Da Silva we brought in on the left for 4 mil. I've been trying to get rid of him this season, but he's decent. He's done a really good job last year. I can't lie about that. Jonas Wind we brought in as a backup striker for 4.1 mil. Not really anything special, but for 4 million I can argue. Jaden Bogle for 12.5 mil from Derby because I needed a right back to compete with Filer. We brought in Jonathan Panzo from Monaco for 4.5. He's not become anything special, but he is good left and centre back cover. We brought in Matthias Ross for 8 million from AAB as a centre back cover. Not fantastic. Luca Andrada I'm happy with for 4 mil. We brought him in, definitely worth 4 million quid. And then in January, we brought in Abe Lincoln, 21 million pounds to try and bolster the attack that a little bit more. I love him. His real name's Lincoln. We gave him the name Abe Lincoln. If you watched my Twitch series last year, it was a thing. Don't worry about that. Victor Bobson we brought in for 17.5 mil as well. I needed another defensive midfielder. Travis wasn't quite up to scratch. He's great. Don't get me wrong, he's great, but I need someone a little bit better, and he is marginally better. I then brought in Maximiliano Albarracin. This guy is phenomenal. Not really had the chance to utilise him properly yet, but when he has played, he has played. He was injured. He should be back for the next game, which is going to help me out because, well, we're going to struggle. Brought in Killian Sardella as well as a right back / centre back cover option. 20 years old, looks decent. And finally, Arthur Zagra from Monaco, 5 million as a left back cover. We also sold this season Mohamed Tankovic, we got in on free for 3.3 million. Adam Armstrong to Norwich at 18.5 million. So Adam Armstrong sold him for 18.5 million. And his sale financed both the Guri and Wind sale, which is always good. Amorai Bell sold him to Basel for 14 million. Just, I can't get around that. Danny Mota was a freebie we brought in, sold him for 5. Lewis Holtby ended up selling him to Tijuana for 7.25 mil. 6 million up front and 2.5. Kishner, the guy we got in for free, sold him for 2.5. Klein just moved him on. Darryl Lenihan was out of contract. He ended up going to Vancouver. I managed to sell him 6 months early for 2.5 mil, which I was happy with. And then this season, we were a lot more limited in our transfers. We sold Benjamin Garr for 2.2 million. We brought him for free. Sergio Diaz to Huddersfield, 5.25. Brought him in for free. Josh Cullen sold him for 7 million. Brought him in for free as well. Militieri, the man I mentioned a little while ago, brought him for free. Sold him for 7.25. Pedro Chiravella brought him in for free and sold him for 4 mil. Ali Akman's out on loan for the year. We'll see what happens there. Ryan McDonald, don't need to worry about that one. Charlie Savage, don't need to worry about that one. Spent big on Owen Weindal as another left back. So left has been a massive issue for the club, so we're trying to do some stuff there. Malang Sarr, I wanted a better centre-back. He is a better centre-back. He can also play DM if I need him to. And finally, Francisco Conceição. Quite a lot of money for him, 50 million over 3 years. But he's 19. he's got some potential ability, and he can play on the left and the right, and he's good backup. As it stands, the first team kind of doesn't look like this. We're still using this tactic. It was working up until this season. I'm hoping it's going to work again this year. As you can see, it's not been brilliant. We've had a couple of wins. If we go to this year, there we go. We beat Northampton in the Carabao. We beat Tottenham in the Carabao as well. I actually put out an under-23s team in the Carabao Cup there. We just need to get wins. We've got Villa next, Everton, Stoke. I'm hoping that we're going to turn those into wins. However, I do need to apologise, like I say, for not getting things recorded. I know that some of you are watching and enjoying. Hopefully you can carry on watching and enjoying. If you want to, I'll be getting this uploaded literally straight away. I will be live with the continuation of the save tonight on Twitch from 7:15 UK time. And that is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, week in, week out. It'd be great to have you over there, actually. We're not far. Actually, we're getting quite close to partnership level numbers, in all honesty. We're getting some good numbers over there. But it'd be great to have you guys over there as well and supporting us. It's worth following me on Twitter as well as on Twitch. It's worth following me on my Discord as well. I'll put links for all of those in the description below, and when we go live, I'll let you know. Also, it gives you a good opportunity to just give me a little dig and say, look, Keg, don't forget to record. And I can go, yeah, of course, I saw, and hit the record button. We'll go from there. Changes have been made to the future clubs, but we can talk about that on the stream, can't we? So anyway, guys, thank you very much. I do apologise again, and I hopefully see you tonight, and we'll see if we can get this shit shack of a team working again, because we need to win the league. Otherwise, I've failed my challenge. I failed challenge 1 of 5. If I don't win the league by the end of next season, I want to win it this season. But yes, take it easy, folks. Have a good one. I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.